Sweeties, I struggle to feel like I'm providing value because nothing is a trainer.
Okay.
How do I go about hidden value in mix?
That's a great question. And funnily enough, when I was working with AJ Morris back in 2018, I asked him that exact question and it changed the way I coached. So the question was, for anyone who didn't hear it, what do you do if there's nothing to change and you feel like it's boring, you feel like it's mundane, it's like, what the fuck do I do? Do I even need to record a video? Do this. That's an opportunity to educate your client on something new. Because realistically, at that given point, like not every check-in you're gonna be like changing carbs or fats or proteins or training or whatever. Like sometimes you're just gonna be nothing to fucking change. So if that is the case, all I would be doing is highlighting something within their journey that you want them to begin to learn more about, to evolve their development. So a good example of that could be, let's say you've had 2 to 3 weeks, they're in a muscle building phase per se, training's going well, diet's going well, everything's moving forward in the right direction. I would just highlight to them right now, okay, what I'd like to see from you next week is training clips of this exercise, and this exercise. I want to make sure that we understand MEV and MRV as an example. Or next week, what I'd like to dive into is with those meal timings, I'd like you to actually make a note of how your energy feels 1 hour after every single meal. So we can track how that's kind of spiking blood sugar levels or whatever it may be. Or, you know, what I'd like to go into a little bit deeper next week is, so your sleep is kind of rated like 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Well, you know, is that because of the previous behaviors that we've been eliciting with like cutting out alcohol and stuff like that? And just actually getting them thinking about the kind of development that they are going on. So yeah, I think whenever you've not got anything to talk about, educate. Because we all like to educate our clients and we think that educating our clients is like PDFs and guides, and it is, but a massive element of it is being in the coaching journey with them and challenging them. So that's what I would do, mate. You're welcome. So I go through your life. Right, this will be applicable to everyone. So this is your life. There you go, mate. What a sad little life chain. Right, so what are in your life right now the 3 most important things to you? I'm not going to guide this. This is on you, mate. Love that. Okay. So your mum, your dog, and your training. So where would you list that on? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put your, okay, I'll tell you what. So I'd probably say like family. If we put that as like a thing, right? So family, that would encompass like, where would you put that on the scale? So this is the most important, and that's like, this is still very important, but it's just number 3. Family at the top, family in the middle. Okay, cool. Right, so family.
Because I'd have to say training at the top, because how training goes really it affects how my life is going. If training is going bad, then my life seems just how you would do.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. What would you put as number 3 then? To be fair, I did say about Tesh yesterday, so.
If we family, like dog is in family, and like my coaching, building my business.
So your business is here? Okay. I'll wait 10 seconds. If that keeps going off, we probably should leave, but okay, we might be about to die, so there we go. There you go. So, they're the most important things in your life, right? So training, then family, then your business. Okay. Therefore, when you're putting things into your week, this is the first thing that you put into your week. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if that's 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. or whatever. That is the first thing you put in. And training and nutrition for you, because of your values as a human being, you get to live in what we call alignment when that stays at the top. So if you were to go to your Google Calendar today and you've all kind of listed out what your 3 most important things are, whatever is there just simply goes bam, straight in the diary. I spoke to Josh Bridgman about this in person actually. His business grew more because what happened is he started to come away from putting training as his number 1 priority. Once you plugged it back in there because he loves it, because he's a bodybuilder and he wants to, win shows, actually everything else increased because he was just happier. Happiness is alignment. That's, when you're in alignment with your life and your values, and that's what it is. So that's the first thing that goes into your diary.